Slaylicious, Gagatron, Huntacular. Not words the mocap industry uses on a daily basis. Until now. That's right, in this episode of Will It Mocap, we're putting the most Glamageddon Elegantrix 5000 this side of Bradford into a cutting-edge mocap technology so snatched, you'll be saying I already done want mines is. Buckle up, Goblin family. The tea's spilled and we're not resting on pretty. This diva just got Markerless Mocap on a short-term loan.
I'm Owen, and last year I got a grant to open a motion capture studio and research lab. There's only one problem. I don't know a thing about mocap. Let's learn it together as I ask the question, will it mocap?
Well, here we are again. Another silly episode testing motion capture in silly ways. Earlier this year, Vicon launched their Markerless motion capture system, and they were kind enough to install one here in the Goblin Academy for us to have some fun with. So that's what we did. This joke is so stupid.
So you just walk straight in?
Walk straight in, and then if you just recalibrate, T-pose. Way!
This is the first time I experienced Markerless motion capture. The first time Vicon came to install a mocap system in our office, getting into it for the first time was like Christmas morning. And that was our optical passive system, so you had to wear the full suit before it could recognise you.
No way!
Yeah, I'm a bit fun, right?
This is amazing.
When I stepped into the Markerless for the first time, the responsiveness of the system being mocap ready just wearing my normal clothes blew that feeling out of the water. But how does it work? I'll show you. This system is built out of a combination of Vicon cameras. You've got the Vanguards, they see people and construct a skeleton out of them, and then any prop work would be done with the Veros, they look for tracking markers. And to lift the whole exposure of the room, there's a ring of strobes around the volume that fire so fast you can't even see them doing it. And that's Markerless Mocap for you. The result is motion capture that is incredibly quick. He'll explain why. Usually you would need to wear a full suit covered in these tracking markers just to be able to tell the cameras where your skeleton is. But then you need to do a set of range of motion exercises to calibrate and solve that virtual skeleton so that it matches your movements. The cool thing about the Markerless setup is that you don't need to do any of that. The cameras recognize you as soon as you walk into the volume and will be mocap ready as soon as you hit T-pose.
I don't care.
As a result, you'll be able to mocap stuff super quickly and with minimal friction and visualize those ideas straight away. Which means any sort of blocking out a scene, previs, building reference assets can happen really easily. And who better to demonstrate all that than a drag queen? What is this joke? What are we doing?
Hello. How you doing?
Thank you. How are
Good
you?
to meet you. Yeah, that's good.
Nice to meet you.
This is Matt, also known as Pembo the Drag Clown. Let me tell you, Pembo was the perfect person for this. You're calibrated now, you're being mocapped. No, we're gonna have so much fun in this. Matt is an actual qualified clown and he's bendy as anything. So systems built on machine learning movement data are gonna be real quiet when he walks in the room. But even for someone as bendy as Matt, Markerless has a trick up its sleeve. Usually cleanup in Markered is like taking gaps of data and patching it, so you have to start from before the gap and after the gap, and then it'll extrapolate, it'll figure out what's meant to be in between. The Markerless cleanup process, you literally just take your capture, there are two buttons, you click reprocess first, and then it does some stuff, see that bar loading away, and then when that's done, you click clean, and something else happens, and then the mocap's like ready to go. I guess you can like go into it then and fine tune, but it's mocap ready. And also like mocap in like 3 clicks. Ah, look at that. Wow, how did you do that?
So, I mean, you can walk in there, whereas with Markerless, well, mocap, you need 2 people. You need a technician and the actor, but the actor can become the technician, which is nuts.
The hybrid, the synergy. Machine learning is how these cameras operate. They use existing data sets to understand how humans move so that they can recognize those movements when there's a person in the volume. Now, this technology is still pretty young. Those data sets will grow over time, which means that the accuracy will only go up. We wanted to see how our system would cope with movements it had never seen before.
I'm trying to get my head around it still in the fact of all the possibilities, because obviously a lot of the times I'm creating almost like a distortion of my body. Yeah. So I could have like a big breastplate on, or I could have like a big, I don't know, bum pads on or something. Yeah. So it'd be really funny to see if it could pick up on that, and if it picks up on me doing that during the movements, the bigger I made my body, the smaller I made it, you know? Like, is it going to give me the same? Extremes. Yeah, or is it going to give me like the raw filter version of my actual like body, like without any of the additions on? Because obviously if I was to corset or anything like that, it's going to then take me in, its pads are going to come out, but then is it going to pick up on the actual shape of it? Am I going to be like basically down?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Altogether, so it kind of gives me a full picture.
That was just a reference to episode 1. I was listening, really. It was actually a very interesting conversation. Go and watch episode 1. So the plan was this. We were going to do a test day using a load of different outfits just to see how well the system kept up. Then we'd come up with a nice bit of choreography to shoot. We'd film that using Shogun Markerless, put it through to Unreal, put a metahuman on it, build a stage, and film it like a real live drag show. And then finally answer the question, drag, will it mocap? This was our day to do everything as wrong as possible. We wanted to really push the boundaries of the Markerless system, wearing reflective clothes, having these crazy silhouettes, doing huge movements. Even still, there was a lot of knowledge to take away.
What is my job? The clothes the Pembo were wearing were quite baggy, so it was losing some joint tracking, but we were wondering if it was also dark in the room because we put the blinds down, so we've raised the blinds, we've recalibrated, but in true scientific fashion, we're going to introduce multiple independent variables at once because we've also got this shiny suit, and these cameras are not going to like it.
This is the cheapest suit you will ever find.
It's cheap.
No, it's Eric.
I was just saying.
The original Matt Bean, but
It's like it comes from space.
If you need quick mocap, then the Markerless system is an amazing standalone tool. But you can also integrate it with an optical Vicon system to create a hybrid system that covers, say, body with the Markerless and hand or prop tracking with the optical markers. So when we were recording Pembo, we markered up his fire sticks so that he was able to do a fire stick performance as part of his dance. And then in Unreal, after we'd done our post, we could actually bring those fire sticks through and have them be part of his performance. I don't know if you can tell, but Goblin Academy's in a fairly old, dusty, not soundproof building. So my downstairs neighbour was going insane.
And we're done.
Cool.
And the thrills didn't end there.
What is that? That bee? There's a bee.
There was a bee?
Sorry, bee.
How did a bee get in?
No, this is my first time. I'm actually terrified. Bee free. Bye. At Goblin Academy, we're friends of bees.
we just hate wizards.
We hate wizards. He gets it. He gets it. So with all the testing out of the way, it was time to sleep on what we'd learned, come back the next day and capture the final performance.
It was fun testing Pembo's wardrobe, but for our actual performance capture, we went back to comfortable, light clothing, which is all the Markerless cameras need.
Alex!
It might have been t-shirt and shorts for the motion capture, but here on Will It Mocap, we need to put on a show. So when all the mocap was in the can, we ran the whole choreo again, in full drag. Didn't even reach.
It's time for the big performance. We're going to find out if drag will mocap, and we've got the best person we could ask for to show us that. Pembo!
A birdie call. Alex, clap.
Very cool.
That is so cool.
There you go.
Made me look like almost like a 90s wrestler. Like
Yeah, you jacked. How did this marry up with your expectations?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, it's hilarious. Like, honestly, I thought I was gonna come in and like, I was gonna be made into like someone that I'm really, really not. But this is actually like so in my like wheelhouse of like, it's just so silly. Like, and it's almost like looking at it, it's like people, I know that my friends are gonna be howling. They're gonna be in stitches. They're gonna be like, why do you look like a 90s wrestler? And I was like, I bet you said the same. Like, it's so typical to who Pembo is, like, so quintessentially like not stereotypical drag. Like,
Yeah.
But no, I think it's brilliant, like, and I think it's so fun.
We'll have to do it again when you're in the full suit.
Like, yeah, that'd be so fun, wouldn't it? Just to kind of see then how much the difference it picks up.
So it turns out Markerless Mocap is a really effective form of motion capture. Pembo's acrobatic moves made for a great testbed into a technology that's new to the market and new to us. For me, the takeaway is that it's a really great way to get started in motion capture, especially as a solo operator where you can both manage the tech and perform in the volume. Capturing is lightning quick, and the simple cleanup process means that you can very quickly iterate or just import straight into your project. Personally, I'm really interested to see how Markerless is going to play a bigger role in games production, and how much faster those capture days are going to get when production teams have familiarized themselves with it, a process that does not take long at all. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
Will it mocap?
Will it mocap? I think it will. I think it has.
Well done, Pembo.
Thanks for having us.
Look at all this smoke, this was a terrible idea. Who thought to do this? Thank you so much for watching episode 2 of Will It Mocap. I have so much fun making these, and it's ace to work with Vicon. They are so supportive and welcoming to people wanting to get into mocap, like me, who had no experience coming into it. The next one's going to be really good. We've already got plans in the diary. It's going to be exciting, and we've got another cool collaborator in on it to help us make it something really special for you. And you'll learn a lot of stuff that you didn't know that you wanted to know. So until then, thanks for watching. Bye.
Holy shit.
All right.
Wait to that level. Sorry, look at me again. Have you ever put a pair of heels on before?